Hello friends, my name is Raza Masood. Today we'll discuss about a topic difference between Agile and Scrum. Friend, today's topic is very important and it's a very important topic, friend. If you are studying project management or you are planning to give exam related to Agile or Scrum, so yeah, this topic is very important. You will see this topic in the exam. At least 4 to 5 questions will definitely be there in the exam, in which your concept related to Agile and Scrum will be judged. Secondly, if you are a professional project manager, scrum master, product owner, and working in any organization as a project manager or scrum master, so again, this is necessary for you to understand the concept of agile, scrum, and software development so that you can manage the software projects properly. So, friend, let's start. First of all, I request to please subscribe to my channel and click on the bell option as well so that my new videos can reach to you. So, let's start. Difference between agile and scrum. See, so first of all we must have to understand what is agile actually. Okay, then we will discuss about scrum and then we will see what are the difference between these two. So first of all, see what is agile actually. Agile is a methodology which we use for software development. Friend, software development, what does it mean? There's a term named as software system development lifecycle or SDLC. What is SDLC? SDLC is a process which we use for software development, and it is named as like planning, uh, development, testing, and deployment. So these are the phases for of the system development lifecycle. That means every software development of projects uh, goes through the SDLC. SDLC system development lifecycle means like we have to plan, we have to develop, we have to test, and we have to deploy each and every project. So these are the phases which we must have to go through in every project of software system development lifecycle. That is called as SDLC. Now, what is agile actually then? Agile is the approach which we used as to manage or develop the software projects. Like for example, just take an example of e-commerce solution. So in e-commerce solution, there are 40 tasks which we have to develop and we have to deliver the solution to customer. Now, friend, agile approach says that what we have to do this that is called as the approach of incremental or iterative approach. That means we will develop and then test. We will develop and then test, develop and then test. So this is the approach which we used in the agile approach. That let me give you an example here. For example, you have to develop a functionality in the e-commerce solution that customer can register, customer can see the product catalog, customer can do the payment through the credit card and purchase the product. Okay, so these are the three. Let's assume that these are the three required functionalities in the e-commerce solution. Now, if we use the agile approach, so what does that mean by using the agile approach? So in the agile approach, what we do, we develop, then test. Like for example, we develop the functionality of the customer registration and then test that it is okay or not. Then if there is any issue, then again develop, then test. If there is any issue, then again develop and then test. So thing is that, friend, with the passage of time, the things will improve, and at some point of level we reach that on which the product will become mature and when we can move forward. So in this methodology of agile, development and testing activities are concurrent, unlike other software development methodologies. So this is the approach of agile. Like at some point of level we reach that all the required functionality like customer registration, view the product catalog, payment through credit card, all those functionalities will be developed, tested and matured, and then we can deliver it to the customer. So this is the approach in agile. Now, in what happened in the sprint, in the scrum, friend, scrum is again another methodology which we use for the development of software projects. This is also nowadays very popular approach. Now, what actually happened in a Scrum? A Scrum say give you a concept of a sprint. A sprint is a 3 to 4 weeks time period. So again, take the same example of e-commerce solution. Like there are 40 tasks which we have to deliver. So if we use the Scrum approach to deliver or develop that e-commerce solution, so we divide the project into 4 sprints, and each sprint will have 10 tasks. Like we take the 10 tasks, plan the 10 tasks, then develop, test, and then deploy. Okay, and in the sprint 1, and then take the sprint 2 again, take the next 10 tasks, we plan, develop, test, and deploy the 10 tasks. Sprint 3 again, plan, develop, test, and deploy. Sprint 4, plan, develop, test, and deploy. So till we reach at sprint 4, all the tasks which contain in the 40 tasks in the e-commerce solution will be developed. These tasks plan, develop, tested, and deploy at customer. So this is the approach of a Scrum. A Scrum means that, friend, we divide the task into chunks. Chunks means the sprint. A sprint is a time box of 3 to 4 weeks time period. So in that way, what happened, like we get the feedback from customer at a very early stage, and we know if there is any issue, if there is any problem, so we know it at a very early stage, and we incorporate the customer feedback at a very early stage. So that is the concept of Scrum. Now, friend, if you can understand the concept between the Agile and the Scrum, we can see the difference between the Agile and the Scrum. What is the difference? Main difference is that, friend, the Agile is a continuous iteration of development and testing in the software development process, whereas the Scrum is an agile process to focus on delivering the business value in the shortest time period. Friend, see, uh, agile is the continuous iteration. Continuous iteration means that we will develop and then test. However, the Scrum is also using the agile process to focus on delivering the business value in the shortest time period. See, friend, here in the shortest time period means that we divide the work into chunks or sprint, and we are giving the sprints to the customer, so he has some comfort that he is getting the things. Agile methodology delivers the software on a regular basis for feedback, while Scrum delivers the software after each sprint. uh, See, friend, here in the Scrum the time period called as sprint. However, the in Agile it is called as regular basis for feedback. So we can say in a Scrum it is more regularized, or more properly managed in the Scrum the time period. In the Agile process, leadership plays a vital role. On the other hand, Scrum fosters a self-organizing cross-functional team. Friend, in the Agile process, basically leadership or manager is required who will be managing the project. However, in the Scrum, the role of there is no specific role of project manager or leader. Basically the whole team, Scrum team, is self organized and cross functional. In the Scrum team, Scrum team means the core team, like software developers, software engineers, QA testers, the production deployment team. So all those team members are self organized. Self organized means that they are self motivated and managing the things by themselves. Agile involves collaboration and face-to-face interactions between the members of the various cross-functional teams, whereas Scrum collaboration is attached in daily stand-up meeting. Again, friend, Agile, this is something like that. In the Scrum, what happened? There is a concept of Scrum, daily Scrum meeting. Daily Scrum meetings means that on a daily basis, 15 minutes meeting will be held between the team members, in which they discuss that what happens yesterday, what we are going today, what we are going to tomorrow. So all those things discussed in a 15 minutes Scrum daily Scrum meeting. However, in the Agile, there is no concept of daily Scrum meeting. The team members collaborate and face-to-face interactions through which they get the information. So this is the main difference, that daily Scrum meeting. In agile process, design and execution should be kept simple, whereas in a scrum process, design and execution can be innovation and experimental. In the scrum, friend, the creativity and new approaches are welcome. They welcome the new approaches. However, in the agile, basically the process and design execution were kept very simple and very straightforward. So friend, thank you, thanks a lot for your time, and that's all from my side. I hope you like this video. If you like, please share it with your friends and colleagues, and thank you, thanks a lot for your time. Thank you.